Again, everybody, before I start this video, go to your subscribe button and subscribe. If you're a subscriber, check your subscribe button and make sure that you're still subscribed. YouTube has been doing some really funky stuff over the last little bit, and it's not just me. Alex Absolute, Alex from Reporterfy Media, the Barretts, Daniel Dumbrell, all of these people have seen their subscriber count sort of being fudging downward. A lot of them are being deleted. Views have been like, I'll watch something and I'll have 2,500 views, and then I'll click on it a half an hour later and I got 2,200 views. You know what I mean? So they're getting real funky. So what you can do to help this channel is go and subscribe. Go do that now before the video starts. Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. On July 11th, Saturday, in a couple of days, we're going to have a live chat, 9 o'clock in the morning China time. You've got the Barrett, wow, Lee Barrett at least, Alex from Reporterfy Media, Matt from Jayoe Nation. I think we're going to have Jerry from This Is China come in for a little while during the live stream, and yours truly, Gweilo 60. And what makes this a special morning, guys, is Gweilo 60 turns 60 on July 11th. So as this live stream is going on, it's going to be my birthday. We're not pinning this one down to any particular subject, just for the fact that there's so much shit going on in the world to do with China that we don't want to leave anything out. So what we're going to do is we're sort of going to open mic it, and everybody's going to bring their opinions, their understanding, their know-how about China to the live stream stage. I noticed that Pompeo went on, I think it was Fox News the other day, and said, I don't want to get out in front of President Trump, but we're thinking of banning TikTok and a whole bunch of other Chinese social media apps. Sound familiar? Oh, free speech. You guys are an authoritarian country. You're totalitarianism, communism, you know, all those isms. And they're saying that, you know, China, you banned Facebook. Oh, how dare you. Oh, you banned YouTube. Oh, how dare you. Well, Facebook was being used by terrorists in Xinjiang province to plan things. You know what I mean? So China gave Facebook a chance to say, hey, guys, you know, clean up your act. They said, no, we don't want to clean up our act, so boot. You know what I mean? So YouTube, well, everybody knows YouTube, all of the fake news and the scum and squalor on YouTube. Yeah, yours truly, Gweilo 60. I'm one of them. Well, I don't think I'm that bad. You know, Google and a number of other things that have been banned in China. But the idea that the Western world has ostracized China for so long and said, how dare you curb free speech? How dare you limit the internet? Censorship? Oh my God, really, guys? Okay, so now, after it's all said and done, the Americans are thinking about taking a page out of the Chinese playbook. Why are they doing this? Well, you might think that they're worried about the social media platforms being a platform to spew communist rhetoric around the United States. No, they're basically worried about competition. TikTok in the first 3 months of this year had 315 million people sign up. That's the most ever on a social platform in the world in such a short time period. So this, and TikTok is like a direct competitor with YouTube. So money, guys. You know what I mean? So they're more interested in the competition stuff than they are in the social media, corrupting the minds of their citizens. You know what I mean? So don't get your panties in a knot and say, well, you'll always be able to get things like TikTok. All you got to do is use a VPN, guys, and go over to China. But you see, TikTok's not even in China. It's owned by a Chinese company, but they don't have any servers or anything in China. The CEO is an American, you know what I mean? So it's just another one of those bashing things against China. They've done the trade wars and the tariffs. They've throttled the post-grad students so their work permits aren't as long, 1 year instead of 5 years. So they're taking the brain drain out of the United States and sending it back to China. It's good for China. Now, if you're a student in the United States and your university or post-secondary education institution has gone to online only classes, your student permit is no longer valid. So because you have to be in a classroom, in a classroom with people, with a teacher. Online doesn't work because you can take it online from anywhere in the world. So all of these Chinese students, you're gone type thing, eh? And this is directed at the Chinese students. It's the way it is. They've been running their warships through the South China Sea. There's so many things that they've done to try to curb the growth of China, both militarily and economically. But I think the biggest thing is the economically part of it, just for the fact that money means everything to a country like the United States. You can tell us with the COVID thing. Oh yeah, and pointing fingers at China for the COVID thing. Now everybody knows, and everybody knows that it didn't start in China. Only the hardcore Trumpers that have a grade 3 education, a hillbilly haircut, and 3 teeth believe that it started in Wuhan, because that's just impossible. Finding it in the sewers of Spain, 8 months before they found it in Wuhan. So, the idea that the Americans, the Five Eyes countries, arresting Meng Wanzhou, making it impossible to buy semiconductors, chips for Huawei phones, shutting down Huawei contracts within the United States and around the world, making it difficult for Huawei to do business, shutting down ZTE, a smaller company than Huawei, but still, a very big company if you look at the dollars. All of these things have been done by the Americans to throttle the economy of China and make it so it's harder for them to compete on the world stage. And why are they doing this? Because they're afraid. They're afraid of the sleeping panda bear. They're afraid that China is going to become, and it is becoming, a very strong, resilient country that, it looks over and sees what the United States is doing and all these tariffs and stuff like that. Well, they just turn around and tariff their asses back. If they're going to, and if you back the Hong Kong protesters, then those politicians in China are sanctioned and visas aren't issued for them for the States. I don't think they want to go to the States anyway. But what does China do? They do the same thing. Well, if you're going to be like that, then we're going to sanction your politicians, the people over there that make decisions, and shut them down. They can't travel to China. So China's not really that worried about all of the rhetoric that the Americans are throwing at them. Why not? Because, well, look at the shit that the Americans are in right now. They've got about 3 million COVID cases. They've got 130,000 people that have passed away. They've got the largest numbers per day happening right now. Look at, with those numbers, look down the road 2 weeks and see what's going to be happening with people passing away. Their government is not really taking care of their people. And I think that the people of the United States are going to start noticing this. Even the Trumpers are going to start noticing this, and they're going to say, oh, no, we need somebody that can actually lead us, not a lying, cheating son of a bitch like Trump. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care about the people of the United States. He doesn't care about anybody except for him and his re-election, and that is the God-honest truth. So it's strange that they're actually attacking social media. So the war on the internet, the war that is starting between the United States and China, has brought in social media. And you know why? Because it's media. They've got the newspapers in the United States, they've got the TV news, they've got the online news, they've got everything sewed up. The only thing that they don't have sewed up is you, me, our friends, the people that we know on social media that can speak our minds and put it out there. Yes, a lot of the stuff that we speak our minds on, YouTube deletes, and you've seen that. So don't forget to resubscribe, guys. But if there's enough of us putting our word out there, what we think, what we see, especially people like me in mainland China that can walk down the riverside, make a video in front of a police station, you know, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, mind you, because I get around a lot. You know, these are the people that see things going on and understand more about what's happening in China than even somebody like President Trump or Little Potato or Boris Johnson or, you know, all of these frickin' turds trying to make the decisions for all of us people and making the wrong decisions and not understanding what's going on. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. Don't forget, July 11th, 9 o'clock in the morning, China time, which I think is 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Atlantic time, 8 o'clock in Bangkok. I think it's 3 o'clock in the morning UK time. You're going to have to confirm all of these times because I'm really not 100% sure. But remember, it's Gweilo 60's birthday. July 11th will be live. Matt from Jayoe Nation. We got Alex from Reporterfy Media, Lee Barrett from the Barrett channel. We'll have, I would imagine, well, you got me, and you got probably Jerry from This Is China coming in for a little bit during the show. I'm not sure of the lineup. Everybody's been so damn busy that it's really, really difficult to get our act together. But we do, sooner or later. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell, and never forget to put a couple of bucks on the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. Poor rural Chinese children, they just need a helping hand. We can give them that helping hand. Help me help them. Thanks for watching. Bye now.